The station was nearly empty, except for a lone traveler sitting on a wooden bench. Daniel checked his watch, 11:58 p.m. The last train home would arrive in 2 minutes. He sighed, rubbing his tired eyes. It had been a long day at work, and all he wanted was to get home, crawl into bed, and forget everything. The platform lights flickered for a moment, casting long shadows. A cold breeze swept through the station, carrying the scent of rain. Then, he heard it. A distant whistle. The rhythmic clatter of wheels on tracks. The train pulled in, its headlights slicing through the darkness. But something felt off. The train was old, much older than any he had seen before. Its metal exterior was tarnished, the windows dark. The doors slid open with a creak. Inside, the dim glow of oil lamps flickered. Daniel hesitated. He should wait for another ride. But there wasn't another train. This was his only way home. Taking a deep breath, he stepped inside. The carriage smelled of dust and something else, something faintly metallic. The seats were covered in worn velvet, and passengers sat eerily still, their faces obscured by shadows. The doors shut behind him with a loud clank, and the train lurched forward. Daniel sat across from an elderly man in an old-fashioned suit. The man's voice was barely a whisper. "You shouldn't be here." Daniel's stomach tightened. "Why?" The man didn't answer. Instead, he reached into his coat and handed Daniel a yellowed newspaper. The date on it was October 12, 1923. Below the headline, Daniel saw something that made his blood run cold. A train accident. The last train of the night had derailed exactly 100 years ago. No survivors. Daniel's reflection in the window flickered. His face was pale, his eyes wide with fear. He turned back to the man, but he was gone. The train's whistle shrieked, and the world outside blurred into darkness. The last train home had never really been going home at all.